Hey everybody, interesting question from one of my PowerShell classes. Is there a way to list all the commandlets that are in a script? Well, we're about to find out. Let me give you a little context to the problem here. So when people kind of, go up to the PowerShell gallery or some sort of GitHub and they copy down people's code, sometimes the code's only a few lines and other times it could be a couple thousand lines. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at one of the scripts that I use, and we're going to count how many lines are there just so you can get an idea of how difficult this would be without any type of automation. So I'm going to go ahead and do a get content on one of my scripts. We're going to pipe it over to measure object with the line parameter, and there's 1098 lines in this code. 1098 lines of code. What kind of a script did I write here? Well, this is the script that I would use if I needed to deploy a lab environment for participants in my classes. Like, for example, those of you who met me at PowerShell Conference Asia, the last time we were able to do it before COVID, I had a classroom or a workshop where I had like 80 participants. This is the code that gave all of you a lab environment to work in that was hosted up in Azure. So anyhow, let's look at some code that's going to help us find all the commands that are in this script. Now, I like to write things as commandlets. I mean, yes, I do have a couple scripts I use, but I generally like to run things as commandlets. I just find them easier to use. So I wrote a commandlet here called get used commands. Yeah, I probably should take the S off because, PowerShell commandlets are verb dash singular noun. Anyhow, hate me later. Okay, so really what it does is it's going to use the commandlet select string to be able to locate what looks like PowerShell commandlets. And I'm using something called regular expressions here. So in a regular expression, a lowercase w is going to be a character, like A through Z. When you add a plus symbol after it, then it's saying, hey, I don't know how many characters, but look for a string of characters, dash a string of characters. And I have to throw in the all matches parameter with select string. That way, if it finds a match, it doesn't quit. It's going to find all the matches, and we're going to store it into a variable called array. I needed a way to try and filter out some false positives. So take a look at this. We're actually going to call all of the PowerShell verbs. And what we're going to do is we're going to cycle through that list of potential commandlets that I pulled and make sure everyone starts with an actual registered PowerShell verb. And if it doesn't, we check it. So this is another good reason why when you write out a PowerShell command of your own, that you make sure that you're actually using the approved verbs for PowerShell. I also included a parameter I called count, and what it will do is it will just simply give you the total number of unique commandlets that it finds in the case that's something you're interested in. And like any good commandlet author, I also included a help file inside of my code. All right, let's give this thing a try. Here we go. We're going to run this command. And very quickly, I come up with a list of all the unique commands that are used inside of this script. When you're looking at somebody else's code, make sure you're looking at it to learn how they do something. Far too often I see people just copy, paste, and run and try and just hack away at it until they get to work. Take the time to learn how that code functions. Now, of course, take a look at the commandlets that were used. Then you can go off to the help files, read up about those commandlets, find out what they do, what they're capable of, and that's going to help you write better and better code. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and y'all take care. I'll see you next time.